Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dave Wood. I'm back on the temple grounds. Check this out. I just like this is like the best view ever. I asked if I could film here, and they said it's fine. They don't allow filming inside. This is like the most beautiful like area ever, and I don't know if you can see the building there. It's fine. Anyways, I want to talk about what our vision is, okay? So I've told you a little bit about our story, and now I want to talk to you a little bit about our vision. And to do that, let's get the light here. And I want you to focus, and I want you to pay attention as I adjust the camera here. It might make some noise. Wow! Right? Alright, here we go. So what's our vision at the Kingdom of Elohim? Well, our vision is actually really simple. Hold on, let me wipe some stuff off the camera here. Our vision is actually very simple. Hold on. Our vision is to help you get what you want, to restore America to a land of righteousness, to restore the world to a land of righteousness, to help build nations, to help build communities, to help build peoples, and to create a real community of carefully planning thought leaders that desire to bring the knowledge of enlightenment to all the earth, whatever that means to you, right? And I don't have a copy of my book right now. I gave one away the other day. I actually walked in, and I didn't put that in the video. Maybe I should have, but I walked in and I'm not allowed to film in there, so I just turned it off. And I'm here today to talk about what the vision is, starting with the book. And see, it's not just about a book. We have a club that's called the Kingdom Club, and the Kingdom Club is about enlightened knowledge is really what it's about. See, we spread the teachings of enlightenment, and the teachings of enlightenment and oneness and prosperity and righteousness, and holiness, beauty, majesty. The teachings of enlightenment are the way of life and liberation for those who seek the path. The way of life and liberation. The way of life comes through Jesus. The way of liberation comes through enlightenment. And enlightenment can do a lot of things. Let me explain some of the things that enlightenment can do. Enlightenment balances out the two sides of the brain, the conscious and the unconscious, the dark and the light. Enlightenment is the perception of time and space. Well, I'm going to take my shoes off here real quick so I can connect to the earth. That's part of enlightenment. I feel much more connected in the video now. So enlightenment is about peace and balance and wholeness. See, society is lost in many ways. And I'll talk about what this has to do with this process here in a bit. I want you to watch this whole video and pay attention to the end, because I'm going to teach you some things about how to create your own vision. And I also want you to make sure that you check every email that we send, and make sure to download all the free reports and go through this entire process and really get educated here with us as you're getting the book and as you're making a decision to buy the book, which you can do, which is really just, it's not even buying, it's a donation. You're making a donation to the Kingdom of Elohim for $19.95 a month or $29.95 a month. And that'll get you a book every month. So I like to say you give the donation, we send the books for free. So enlightenment is about balance. Like, some people, they write with just their right hand. So for example, after I went through my spiritual awakening, I also started writing with my left hand. I started training it by writing with my right and then tracing over it with my left. That balanced out my brain and made tons of new connections between the right and the left side of the brain, to the point where when I started playing guitar, I could just instantly play and sing. And I played when I was a kid for a long time, and I could never play and sing at the same time, but I could just instantly do it because my brain was so balanced out. Enlightenment is about making a society that is not dependent on gas and oil and external communities to survive. Enlightenment is about being balanced and harmonious with the environment that you live in. Enlightenment is about creating real currency for America, for example. That would be an enlightened way of doing business, is creating currency that has no debt. For example, society is lost in debt right now. We have an illusion of prosperity, but it is an illusion in most places. Okay? Like this building right there, you know, over there. That thing's debt-free. I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. That thing's debt-free, you know. So it's real prosperity. A very expensive building that's very debt-free. That's real prosperity. So getting the nation out of debt would make, for example, America a very prosperous nation. This is what the Kingdom of Elohim is all about. I've actually got a plan for that in my 2020 presidential campaign. Make America righteous again. Just remember King David 2020. Now the reality is, what's enlightenment all about for you is my question. Is it all about Buddha? Is it all about Christ? Is it all about your Islamic teachings? Is it all about your Christian teachings? Your Mormon teachings? You know, the Mormons are Christians too. Is it all about flowers? Is this what enlightenment is about? Look at these beautiful flowers. This is what enlightenment is all about. So our vision is to spread the teachings of enlightenment and to rebalance nature. And actually, my vision never ends. Well, you say, what do you mean? My vision goes on forever because I'm immortal. Okay? So I have a dream where the streets are so clean. Wild animals just come out, hang out by the side of the road and watch it. See, I've got a dream where there's no racism and there's no bigotry. Not because anybody's forcing anybody to drop it if they want to be racist or they want to be bigots, but because we've all changed so much. Society has changed so much that it's unnecessary. See, I've got a dream where we create societies so beautiful and powerful that even the other worlds and the aliens that stop by to say hello they're not even worried about us. They're like, look how incredible these human beings are. We don't have anything to worry about with them. They're just so full of love and full of kindness, and we're going to leave them alone. Even the other worlds will say that. I have a dream where America is righteous again. So what's the dream of the Kingdom of Elohim all about? It's all about your family prospering. So let me tell you about the true teachings of prosperity. Rule number 1, you got to pay tithing. It comes from the Torah. In the book of Malachi 3:8-11, it says, and I quote, "Will a man rob Elohim?" That's God. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there might be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts. That means the Lord of armies. If I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing so abundant, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke the devourer for their sakes, or for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast its fruit before its time in the field, saith the Lord of hosts. Now, it looks like I might have to go because I got a camera. Let me go over here. That was great. So I'll go over here for a little bit of a different view, and hopefully those things don't spray me in my nice camera. That was awesome. I escaped with my life, didn't I? So in any case, it's a little by the road here, so we might hear some noises, but I want to keep back because I'm making some noise. So what's this really all about? See, when I first came out and I started talking to people about how I'm Messiah ben David, at first I was coming out with a lot of intense energy on people. And the reason is because I didn't know how to explain it, and I didn't really know, I hadn't really found my message yet. My message is not really about me. This is what I want you to understand. My message is actually about you, and about what you want. It's about your businesses. It's about your lives. See, the teaching, so rule number 1, pay tithe. I did $200 million in sales online. I lost every last cent I had and everything that I'd ever bought in my adult life because I didn't pay tithing. That's the only reason I lost it. It is the only reason. You say there's lots of other reasons? Nope. There was one reason. It was because I didn't pay tithing. Because the devourer, or dark energy, will eat you alive if you don't pay tithe. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2. You gotta love people as you love yourself. Love the Lord God with all your heart, might, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and prophets. Love. Love. Number 3. Honor the nation of Israel. Look, if you bless the chosen people, you're blessed. I might change my environment here real quick because I think I'm going to get less wind over here. I want to get some, yeah, that's much better. So, a little bit less light though. That's fine. Fine amount of light. Change it up from time to time. There we go. So, you honor the nation of Israel, you're blessed. Why? Because Israel is the chosen people. Right? You say, well, what's the evidence that they're the chosen people? Some people don't agree with that. They control the railroads, they control the banks, they control the food supply, they control the water supply, they control social media, they control Amazon.com. The Jews basically control society. Whether we like it or not, or whether you like it or not, I like it. Why? Because the true teachings of prosperity, they come from the Torah. So our mission is to spread the true teachings of prosperity. True prosperity. Righteousness. Power, glory, fame. Real prosperity. Right? But not fame that gets to your head. Fame that you have because you're so full of love towards people, because you love them so much, they love you so much. This is what real fame and real teaching is all about. I have a dream where every single person in America is enlightened, and every single person in the world is enlightened, and every single person in the universe is enlightened. I have a dream where one day we will be standing on a sea of glass and fire, as it talks about in Revelation. And new species of plants and trees and bugs and animals will leap up forth from the earth as we step into the celestial kingdom together. I have a dream. I have a dream where the streets will be paved with gold, where we'll beat our swords into plowshares and our spears into pruning hooks, and war shall not lift up, we shall not learn war anymore because we don't want to. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation anymore. That's it, period. I have a dream where I sell 1 billion copies of my book, minimum. My Great Tribulation, because this is going to protect people and protect families. You send this to everybody you know. I have a dream where I have a following so big, and we have a following so big together. This is what it's really about. It's not about me, it's about we. I should have said that. We have a following so big together that there is not even a description for it. I had to check where my shoes were. I have a dream. I have a dream where the whole nation and all the nations of the earth are debt-free, like that church is debt-free. I have a dream. I have a dream where we have a hard currency backed by gold and silver. Maybe it's got some decentralized Bitcoin or something tied to it or something like that. And we pay off the debt to the central bankers, thanking them for their contributions of society and not hurting them in any way, but we get off all this dependence on fake money. I have a dream. I have a dream where there's no inflation. I have a dream because it's gold and silver assets. I have a dream where we're not building house to house until there's no room left in the land. It says in the book of Isaiah, woe unto them that build house to house until there's no room left in the land. Woe unto them. Everything's covered with pavement, and it's like, that's all we think about in modern society. Nothing wrong with pavement, just moderation. I have a dream where my wife returns back to me. Not because she has to, but because she loves me so much. And as we win the presidential elections together, me and her, I hold up my son, Gabriel, on a stage, like the Lion King. And the nations of the earth will weep and cry and be clapping. I have a dream. I have a dream where I step into the White House, and really we're stepping into the White House together, you and me, with a message to make America righteous again. I have a dream. The kingdom of Elohim is about peace. The kingdom of Elohim is about prosperity. And what's in it for you? I have a dream where you are so wealthy that everything that I've done in the past is put to shame by your power and glory and wealth. I have a dream. I have a dream where you are an icon to society, to look up to, because you're so righteous, you're so powerful, you're so holy, you're so beautiful. I have a dream. I have a dream where men and women in America, they wait to have sex until they're married again, because it's actually cooler than what people are doing now. It's because it's cooler, they do it. I have a dream where there's no disease. I have a dream where there's no death. I have a dream where there's no suffering. I have a dream where the world gets to rest at last. The land gets to rest. The land has consciousness. It needs to rest. This is all about enlightenment. I have a dream. I love you. Thus saith the Lord God concerning your new future that shall shortly come to pass. You shall be blessed and prosperous when you make the decision that you're going to make to donate to the kingdom of Elohim. You're going to be blessed, and you're going to be prosperous, and you're going to be powerful, and you're going to step into your fame and your glory and your honor and power. If you love me, keep my commandments. What are my commandments? Honor the Torah. Honor the law and the prophets and the Savior Jesus. Those are my commandments. That's it. I don't need commandments. I don't even need them. Honor the law and the prophets and the Savior Jesus. Those are my commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. That's what Jesus said. That's what I said. We all should strive to be like Jesus, right? So you could even say, if you love me, keep my commandments. What are your commandments? I have a dream. So when you get the book, you're going to get, I've only got a minute left, you're going to get a system to help you promote your business. It's the most advanced training on prosperity that you've, in a new member orientation, you've ever seen in your entire life. Because we're waiting a book, we want you to do something. And this is going to promote your business, your church, your ministry. This isn't about, we're not a church. I'm a member of that church. I'm a Christian. I have born again heart, and I'm also enlightened Buddhist, Yeah, I love and honor the Buddha too, you know what I mean? But I follow the teachings of Jesus is really what I do. I follow the teachings of Jesus. That's my mojo. My enlightened mojo is follow the teachings of Jesus. The Savior Jesus was the greatest enlightened teacher on the face of the whole earth. And if you say, I confess that Jesus died for my sins, that he was raised from the dead the third day, and he sits at the right hand of God, the Apostle Paul says, then that means that you're saved. And then you follow the Torah because you want to out of your righteousness. My friend, please buy the book and proceed to the next video. Donate now. Hey, this is David again. Check this out. I just want to show you this beautiful area. Okay. Just remember, King David 2020, make America righteous again. This is, you know, we wake up in areas like this every day. And I just want you to remember how powerful you are. I want you to remember how beautiful you are. I want you to remember how important you are to the world. I want you to remember how majestic of a creation you are. I want you to know that I believe in you. I want you to know that God believes in you. I want you to know that you're in the right place at the right time, that you're seeing the right things to help prepare you for the new future that you're going to have. And I want you to look at this beautiful view. Look at all these houses. Look at the prosperity around you. Enjoy the majestic unfolding of nature as you sit in the eternal sunshine, as you're walking down the sands of time, as you're looking into yourself in the mirror and you're saying, I can survive, I can thrive, I'm a beautiful creation. All these things that I share with you, they're not to scare you. These things that I share with you are to help you understand how important it is that we take action together. How important it is that we do something. How important it is that we reset society back towards how society is destined to be. Together we can do it. Together we're strong enough to do it. Together we can go out and accomplish wonders. But we need to lock arms to march in a single direction and to fight the forces of evil. We can do that by saying, yes, I'm going to walk in righteousness. I'm going to walk in grace and salvation. I'm going to align with David. And we are going to do something majestic together, something great, something that is so wonderful. We're going to do a marvelous work and a wonder together. And we're going to go out and accomplish things that are so incredible that nobody has even heard of them, or nobody's even been able to imagine them in the movies. That's how incredible they're going to be. I love you and I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. I had ran out of batteries there, and I wanted to finish the video in a new location. So, you know, I'd had all sorts of things that happened to me after that point, where, you know, what happens during enlightenment is there's a seal that breaks off on somebody's crown chakra, and it gives you the ability to interact on a more direct level with the universe around you from your consciousness. And there was things that happened to Buddha, for example, when Buddha went through enlightenment, where he was able to remember all manner of details about past lives. He was able to remember details about other people's past lives. He was able to tap into information that was like very specific about the nature and functioning of the universe that he couldn't tap into before. And that's because that seal in the crown chakra, it breaks off. And I'm not going to get into all the details of how that works, but that's what happened to me. And I started to be able to remember details about past lives and remember details about how the universe got here, because we all emerged from a single consciousness. And in addition to that, I had other enlightened people that started coming out of the woodworks. Just no matter where I went, they'd come out of the woodworks. They would just like appear and just start talking to me on street corners. There's enlightened people everywhere. And I learned a lot of things about what's going on. Number one, behind the scenes, but I also learned a lot of things about what's coming in the future, and I also met a lot of very strange characters. For example, I met a guy over in Encinitas, California, who wrote the book of James in the New Testament. He is one of the apostles of Jesus that has his consciousness that has been reincarnated, and he's still alive. And he just walked up and he started talking to me, and he could tell that I'd gone through enlightenment. And I gave him the ingredients that I had found, that I had discovered, that had made my biology immortal, that I told you about. Well, here's what happened. I gave him these ingredients, and I said, have you ever had this in any of your previous incarnations? He says, the first time I had this was in a previous incarnation, and that incarnation is still alive, right? And it was before the flood, and it was given to him by Enoch. So Enoch had discovered the same thing that I discovered. This is going back pre-flood, so this is going back thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, and he had gotten the same concoction from Enoch before the flood. I also ran into and encountered several Nephilim, which are the genetically modified monsters that were in Genesis 6, and the primary reason why God destroyed the world in a flood was because the Nephilim were there. Nephilim are people that get the mark of the beast. It's really what they are, because the first Antichrist was Cain. And I also experienced a lot of beautiful things over the last year. But essentially, I went out and I started warning people about what's coming. And here's what I discovered. I discovered that there's a good majority of people that their ears are just closed to prophetic warnings. And I kind of learned what Noah felt like, when he was out. He must have been out there warning people and warning people and warning people and warning people and warning people before the flood happened. And they were all laughing and they were like, oh, it's fine. It's been like this forever. It's going to be like this forever. And then one day, the whole earth got covered with waters, right? And everyone was wiped out. And he was the only one that survived. And I bet he didn't feel very good when he saw, the cities where his friends lived and the countries that had built great houses and great civilizations wiped out by a current of waters that was preventable because he was there and he was actually warning people. And so God gave me a mission, and that is to I'm here to help humanity walk into enlightenment and to bring the peoples of the world together that want to walk in peace, that want to walk in righteousness, and that want to go out there and accomplish incredible things in their businesses and their ministries and their lives. And I'm here to bring them together, right? And to help them prepare for what's coming, because what's coming is you're going to learn in my book that I showed you in the last section of the video, right? You're going to learn in my book, The Great Tribulation, scientifically explained by King David, exactly what's coming. You're going to learn why it's going to happen. You're going to learn the science behind why it's going to happen. And you're going to learn how you can protect yourself and prepare yourself in the midst of that great time. And it is also the most interesting work that you have ever read in your entire life. I promise that you have never in your life read anything that is more interesting than that book. The reason is because the world is about to get so weird that there's almost nobody alive that can even imagine how weird the earth is going to get. Now, I'm talking like real zombies. I'm talking like Nephilim. I'm talking superheroes emerging and people emerging that have the ability to manipulate reality with their imagination. And this comes from where? It comes from the discovery that I made propagating throughout society. So what happens is there was a few people in the Bible that didn't die. There was a few people that were translated and they were taken up into heaven. For example, Enoch was translated and taken into heaven. That means that his body was converted into a celestial body, a physical celestial body. And he was taken into the celestial kingdom and he never died, right? And actually Enoch's entire city was taken into the celestial kingdom and never died. And this was pre-flood. In fact, when that city was taken off the earth into the celestial kingdom, that's what actually caused the flood. The firmament, which is a water field that goes around the body, it collapsed. And that's actually what caused the flood, was Enoch's city being translated, and his city was being taken up into heaven to save it from what was coming, and a remnant was left on the earth in the seed of Noah, right? And so this kind of thing is going to start happening again. But before people can be translated, this is where their body turns into a completely different kind of physical organism that's made out of living organic diamonds. It is a celestial body. Like, one celestial body is more powerful than all of the human beings and all of their strength on the entire earth, and even way past that. They are extremely dense, they're extremely powerful, right? And what's going to happen is people go through immortality, society starts changing, okay? And there's a great war between the righteous on the one hand and the wicked on the other hand. And the wicked, they go through immortality, and then many of them are going to get the mark of the beast, right? And when they get the mark of the beast, they're going to be essentially granted a huge amount of power by the evil one, and that's going to war against the kingdoms of Elohim and the kingdoms of the righteous, right? And that turns into the most insane thing imaginable that any of you can even imagine. And I'm telling you something, this is actually urgent and you're not prepared for it. You're not prepared for it. I don't know on the day that it's coming, but I know that it's coming extremely soon. And the reason I know it's coming extremely soon is because, number one, I'm immortal. Number two, so is the Antichrist because he stole my discovery. And number three, there are hundreds of thousands of Nephilim on the earth right now, and they're extremely dangerous and extremely evil. But I want you to fear not, and the reason is because if you follow my instructions and you go through each one of these videos and you grab the copy of the book and you get on the what I call the Kingdom Club, which is also known as the Book of the Month Club. If you get on the Kingdom Club, we're going to get a book every single month. We're going to teach you how to protect yourself. We're going to teach you how to protect your family. We're going to teach you how to build a new and a stable future. We're going to teach you how to get to the next level in your life, how to get to the next level in your ministry, and how to get to the next level in your business. So there's no reason to fear, because those that wait upon the Lord shall mount up as upon eagle's wings, and God will protect you if you follow my instructions. If you follow the instructions of the prophets, God's going to protect you. But in order to follow the instructions of the prophets, you actually have to have them, okay? And so what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and get the book, okay? I want you to get the book. I want you to click the button, and what is it? It's $19.95 per month for the donation for the Kingdom Club. We send you the books for free. We send you a book every single month that's going to be something that's going to help you protect and defend yourself. It's going to help you make a lot of money. It's going to help you set up your family in a way that is going to really make it so your family has got a great future. I've taught a lot of people how to make a lot of money, and I teach you how to make money in a stable way, in a long-term way, but also in a fast way, because you need to make money. You need to be able to buy backup homes, and we need to prepare as a people, and we need to unify. I learned a long time ago that it's more powerful to be unified than it is to be right. I was actually just reading about the Tower of Babel the other day, and that's actually why God, he scattered the languages of the people. You say, well, why did he do that? I've heard that story. Well, he did that because he said, these people are totally unified, and nothing shall be impossible unto them because they're so unified, right? So what he did was he scattered the language of the people because they were doing something that was extremely dangerous. They were building a tower that was trying to build technology to get them into the celestial kingdom. It was more than just a building, okay? He didn't do that for just a building. And they were trying to build technology that could have interrupted with the space-time continuum. They had very advanced technology back then. And so, God confounded the languages of the people. He scattered their languages. And here we are today in the world with a bunch of languages. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff that's going to happen in the next few years that I talk about in the book. For example, all of the languages on the earth are in the process of collapsing back into one language. This is a process that takes some time, but it's a spiritual command that God put into the universe a little while back, and people are, from that, finding it easier to learn languages, and languages are going to continue to collapse back into each other. So people are going to be extremely unified. There's going to be extremely dark people. There's going to be extremely light people. There's going to be real superheroes, like real ones, right? There's going to be really strange things that are happening, like wars on the surface of the sun with people on it, and people will be able to like walk on the sun. It's like a movie, but it's real, okay? And so this is what I want you to understand, is that this is actually urgent. The clock is ticking. You're running out of time, and this offer could come down at any time, because I need to gather some people, and then we need to come together, and we need to make a plan, and we need to prepare. I want to make it clear again, this is not a religion. That what this is we support all righteous religions, okay? We are the Kingdom of Elohim. We are not a church, and so if you're a member of a church, we just support you in your church, and we help you prepare for what's coming. Again, I am Messiah Ben David, King of Israel. Go ahead and buy the book now, okay? And also, please proceed to the next video to learn a little bit about our vision. I'm going to talk about the future, and I'm going to talk about what we're going to accomplish together, and I'm going to talk about how we're going to build great civilizations and march into a new destiny in the future, and how we're going to help make America righteous again, and how we're going to help empower you to make more money and to prosper more than you've ever been able to prosper in your entire life. I'm going to teach you some strategies. I'm going to teach you some things that are going to absolutely radically change your life. This is actually urgent. urgent that you continue on through the series right now. Go ahead and get the book and then proceed to the next video. And I'll see you in the members area where I'll be sharing with you some really cool things that you're going to learn about in the course of the next several videos. So I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to be a part of your life and be a part of your future. Go ahead and click the button now that's below this video. Claim your copy of the book, okay? And then proceed through the series and make sure that you read all of the articles in full and watch all the videos and pay careful attention to every single thing that I say. This has been Dave Wood. I am Messiah Ben David, King of Israel, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you again. Kingdomofelohim.org. Let me tell you what Make America Righteous Again is all about. Make America Righteous Again is all about peace. Make America Righteous Again is all about prosperity. Make America Righteous Again is all about love. Make America Righteous Again is all about you, your family. I gotta take this like this. It's all about you and your family and your children and your loved ones and their loved ones. Tell you what Make America Righteous Again is all about. It's all about taking your shirt off, having a body that doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? Let me tell you what Make America Righteous Again is all about. It's all about taking your shoes off. See, the plastic, this comes from Qigong. What's this do? It breaks the connection with the earth. So if you get leather soles, it doesn't do that. For example. There's other kinds of soles too that vegetarians produce and whatnot, but they're not animals. I gotta drink some water here real quick. Make America Righteous Again is all about, let me make sure I've got the audio on. Yeah, I'm good. It's all about drinking water. So you connect with the magnetic frequency of the earth, which comes from Qigong, when you stand barefoot, which is why I don't like to wear shoes. Never liked them. Make America Righteous Again is all about taking your hat off. Make America Righteous Again is all about loving the water. What's Make America Righteous Again all about? It's all about enjoying the water on the skin. What Make America Righteous Again is actually all about, it's about letting your beard grow wild. Making the beard the most popular thing. What Make America Righteous Again is all about It's all about peace, love, and prosperity. Come on. Getting cold. Make America Righteous Again is all about enjoying the cold and enjoying the warm, enjoying the summer and enjoying the winter, enjoying nature and enjoying business, enjoying the prosperity that you walk in daily. What Make America Righteous Again is all about, it's all about enlightenment. It's all about the teachings of Buddha, the teachings of Krishna, the teachings of Jesus, the teachings of Allah, the teachings of you, the teachings of me. Right. Make America Righteous Again is all about stretching your neck. Let me show you my favorite neck stretch. Hold on. You go here. And then you, I don't know if you see it, but fall down like that. Let me show you some towel yoga. You go like this, and you just move in a different direction every time. No pattern. You pull against the strength. Way better kind of muscle gets built from this than what people do. This is movement. Make America Righteous Again is all about movement. You know? Throwing kicks, throwing punches. thekingdomofeloihim.org, www.thekingdomofeloihim.org. The link is below this YouTube video. Please share this on Facebook if you liked it. And please share it with like 5 people you know minimum. That's what Make America Righteous Again is actually all about. Make America Righteous Again is all about honoring the president even if you disagree with him. You know, I've been greatly disappointed in America for the way that they have dishonored Donald Trump, who I believe is the greatest president that we've ever had. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican. It doesn't matter if you agree with him. He is the president. He's doing the best job that he can. He's making some things that I don't agree with. You know, things that I don't agree with, stuff that hurts nature without giving back. However, he's also doing a fantastic job. I don't agree with breaking up families for immigration stuff. I don't agree with it. I think we need to give people an opportunity to admit they came illegally. And then if they don't admit it, we kick them out. And if they admit it, we give them, if they have children, American children, you know, faster citizenship. We got to keep families together. It's a great sin to break apart families because the kids are the future of America. And if a kid loses their dad, they lose their dad. I believe in faster immigration policies. I believe in more thorough immigration policies, faster and more thorough. So people have to go through their process, but then the approvals happen faster because they answered so many questions. Because this is a nation of immigrants, is it not? Make America Righteous Again is all about putting your shirt back on, so I'm going to go put my shirt back on over here to the side. I got these magic Mormon underwear things, and I'm not supposed to show them on video or whatnot. I do sometimes on accident. So this is what Make America Righteous Again is all about. This is what the vision is all about. And this is what the products are all about. thekingdomofelohim.org. Make America Righteous Again is all about taking your hat and putting it back on. You know, head covering. There's a Kabbalistic significance to wearing a head covering all the time. For a reason. Because a lot of dark energy can come into the crown chakra. So if you decide to buy the Kingdom Club, $19.95 monthly or $29.95 USA or $25.95 per month international, you get a book every single month. A book that'll help you walk in righteousness and prosperity and grace and power and honor and love for the Savior Jesus. A book that is written by me personally. I write a lot. I write like 20 pages a day, so there's no sense in not writing a book every month. What Make America Righteous Again is really all about is about you defending your family like there is no other business in town, period. This is what it's about. So go ahead and you see a link below the video, go ahead and click it. If you're on my site, go ahead and click the link and buy. And I'm going to do another vid just winding up my product video. So this is going to be at the end of the vision. That's what it's all about. This is what my vision's all about. It's about you. It's about filling the earth. I saw a vision. I had a supernatural cloud appear above my house that made world news. September 15th, 2015. I had like 15 visions a day. I didn't know I was the Messiah then. And one of those visions, I was standing on a stage, and Priscilla was on the left, and my brother Will was on the right. And there was a light coming from the center of the universe, and it was flowing through my heart, and it was flowing through Priscilla, and it was flowing through Will, and there was this endless sea of people. And this light was going and tearing dark shadows out of them. We were all together. God told me later it was the great multitude from Revelation. Anyways, that's what it's all about. Love you. Please proceed to the next video and be sure to buy the book. Donate. It's not buying, it's donating. Donate now as you're going into a deep storytime state. So let me tell you what the Kingdom of Elohim is all about. It's about guitar. This is a classical guitar. I've not played one of these. I don't know if I've ever played one. I'm used to the metal strings. That was a song I learned like half from somebody, and then I made up my own way. Music. Look, why there isn't like cool stuff for adults to do at night that's like not just getting drunk and that's it in all over America is just mind-boggling to me. Like, there should be dances in the community like every week that are like, you know, low alcohol or just wine or something like that for like couples, you know, who want to go out and romance and stuff like this. And there's a lot of cool stuff out there, but not stuff like that. What Make America Righteous is about families and peace and the love of nations. That's what it's all about. The kingdom of Elohim.org.